I'm Emily Luchetti, the executive pastry chef at Waterbar restaurant in San Francisco. And today I'm going to make a blood orange creamsicle. And this is one of my favorite desserts because it's really light and refreshing, but it's still a really, really wonderful dessert. And it reminds you of the creamsicles that you got as a kid. And what I'm going to do is make a vanilla panna cotta, and I'm going to serve it with some blood orange sorbet. So the first thing we're going to do is take some gelatin, and I'm going to put it over some cold water. Now, a panna cotta is a really easy thing to make, and once you learn to make it, you'll realize that you can use it for everything. It's great for fruits in the summer. You can put different flavorings in it and turn it into many, many, many desserts. So now I'm just stirring this gelatin and the water together, and we're just going to let it sit there for about 5 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is get the cream and the milk off of the stove. Okay, now that the gelatin's softening, I'm going to scrape my vanilla bean. And I like using a fresh vanilla bean in this recipe because it really brings a lot of vanilla essence and flavor. When you pick a vanilla bean, you want one that's plump. The best way to pick one is just kind of roll it between your fingers like that, and you can feel the seeds and the pods moving inside. So then what you want to do is just take your knife and run it around down the edge like that and split it open. You can also use a pair of scissors if that's easier. And then you take the back of the knife, the edge of the knife, and just scrape all that, the seeds out, all those beautiful seeds. And we're going to put the whole thing in the pot. And what that does is help infuse the vanilla in the cream. And we're going to pick out that pod at the end, but having it sit in the liquid, it extracts even more of those seeds from the inside of that pod. So we're just going to stir that together, and now I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. This is a half a cup of sugar and a pinch of salt. Now you always want to add salt because it helps bring out the flavors. It'll help it taste more vanilla-y, it'll help it taste more creamy, it'll just help build up the flavors. And we're just going to stir this together like this. And then the gelatin, now that it's softened, you can see it kind of looks like shoe leather. And we're just going to scrape it out and put it right into the liquid. And then what we're going to do is get rid of this vanilla bean. And then I have my ramekins all set. And you want to do this in individual portions. And we're just going to pour it into the molds. And then you just pour it into all 6 of the molds, and you put it in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours. That's how long it takes for the gelatin to set up and cool down the liquid. You can make it a day ahead, probably 2 days ahead. More than that, after 3 days, the gelatin gets a little rubbery and it gets a little overactivated. So the best thing is just 1 to 2 days ahead. I'm going to serve the blood orange creamsicle with some segments, some orange segments. And all year round you can do this with regular oranges, or if they're in season you can use cara oranges or blood oranges. So now to plate the dessert, what we're going to do is, I have this nice plate here, and I have my panna cottas. Now if we're at the restaurant, we always do them in foil cups because we don't have that many ramekins and we need to make about 50 of these a day. So I just take a knife and I run it around the inside edge. And you could also dip the whole ramekin, the whole foil cup, in a little bit of hot water if you wanted to. You just want to run it around the outside edge, and then you turn it upside down. And sometimes you have to make a little bit of an air hole for it to plop out like that. But you can see all those beautiful vanilla bean speckles on top, which are really nice. And then I just kind of smooth the outsides. And then we're going to take our blood orange and our cara segments, and we're just going to put them right on top. And we're going to make sure that we get a lot of that juice and put it around there as well. And then on top, we're going to put a blood orange sorbet. And you could put any orange, blood orange, cara, any kind that you wanted. And there you go, a beautiful blood orange creamsicle from Waterbar.